Hi, I'm Arsen the head buyer and general manager here at the Boulder Bookstore, and welcome to another edition of Inside the Boulder Bookstore. And we have Kara Gale here, one of our staff members who actually has written a book about her experiences at the Boulder Bookstore, only books here. So I wanted to ask Kara some questions. So during your time here, you've been, besides being a bookseller, you're an event host, you're a used book buyer. Tell us what has been your favorite part of the job?
I think my favorite part of the job was when I got to start becoming a used book buyer. That was a job that I was really excited about when I started working here and knew that that would be a job that I enjoy. And so I was really excited when the position opened up and I was able to start working at the used book desk. It's been a really fun time. I love seeing all of the books that people bring us to sell and see what they have.
Yeah, so what do you do? So, that's the good thing, all these exciting books and interesting books. What do you do when somebody brings in 4 boxes of crap? And, they're well-meaning, they think their books are worth something, but you can almost take one glance at them and be like, oh, God, these are terrible. What do you do in that situation?
So, we always ask if they want to donate their books or pick them back up. If they're picking them back up, then, we know that they're going to be getting anything that we don't take back. If they're donating, sometimes we can look and see, and if we can let them know, it looks like there's a lot of things we might not be able to take. We can let them know also if it's books that are maybe more antique and might have value somewhere else that's not the Boulder Bookstore. We do try to let them know and give them some other options for those books.
You try to let them down easy.
Exactly.
You don't say these books are crap.
Right.
That's good. That's why you've been such a good used book buyer. So you've also an event host. Do you have any, and that's kind of fun, the authors coming to the store, and you do a great job in kind of shepherding the event. Is there any events that you've particularly enjoyed doing or memorable things that have happened?
Yeah, it's been really fun meeting authors as they come to the store for events. I think a couple of standouts are we had TJ Clune, and he was just so lovely, such a wonderful human being. It was so fun meeting him and hearing him talk. Another really exciting one was Robin Wall Kimmerer. I got to introduce her and meet her kind of before and after the event, had a little bit of time to talk, and that was also just really amazing because I loved her book Braiding Sweetgrass, so it was a really awesome experience to get to meet her.
Had you done much public speaking before becoming an event host? Because I know that's one of the things you have to do as an event host. You have to get up in front of a crowd, and a lot of people we put in that position, it's kind of their first experience doing that. So had you done that before? And if you hadn't, what was it like learning how to do that?
No, I really hadn't done much public speaking before becoming an event host. Other than probably going back to a public speaking class in college. But, I think the biggest thing for me is just being prepared and making sure that I've read their bio beforehand, know how to say everything and I'm just familiar with it. Because if I'm familiar with it, then I'm less likely to sort of stumble over my words or something, and then it just all goes much smoother.
Mm-hmm. So tell us about Only Books Here, and then we'll have you read a poem from here. But so when did you start writing this, which is all about really your experiences, starting with training? You have a poem about when you're training in here. So tell us about when you started this and how the genesis of it.
So I really started writing those poems a month or 2 after I started to work at the bookstore. I just had a lot of stories and I think either conversations that I was having with people or had maybe overheard that customers were having that I just wanted to remember and hold on to. So I just started writing them down in the form of poems, and I shared a couple of them with my coworkers and they all loved them. And so it just kept going from there.
So I want you to read, if you're okay with that.
Yeah.
New Used Treasures, which talks about the used book office, and not necessarily buying, but just the joy of seeing those books there.
All right. New Used Treasures. One of the perks of working in a bookstore that sells used books is that you get first pick, finding books you want before they even get inventoried, going over the shelves behind the used book desk, reading titles one by one, looking for your next prize. Sometimes it is a popular book that you know will sell the moment it hits the sales floor, but once it has that magic sticky note with your name on it, it's yours. Not today, but soon. For me, it is books like the rare used copy, who can afford new on a bookseller's wage, of a Mary Oliver collection that gets me excited. After your name goes on that book, you wait with anticipation, checking the staff hold shelf each time you walk by it. The delicious anticipation nearly makes you salivate, like the smell of chocolate chip cookies wafting from the oven. You can practically feel the book in your hands until one day it is there, waiting on the hold shelf like a Christmas gift with your name on it. Even though you knew it was coming eventually, the moment you see it and carry that precious cargo to the front of the store to buy it is the happiest moment of your day.
So thanks for reading that poem. That's a kind of a great idealized view of the used books. Like, as a bookseller, you only see the books that the book buyers have bought, right? So you see all the great stuff back there. Yeah. So then you became a used book buyer. And how would you say your experience measured up once you started buying the books with kind of this view as a bookseller, seeing just the books that you really wanted back there? Like, what did you think of the job as a whole, and did you really enjoy it?
I did really enjoy it. It's so fun going through people's boxes of books, and it can be anything, from a stack of books that just have come out in the last year or so to someone's collection of books that they have had, sitting on their shelves in their home for many years, and it's a collection of their books over many years for them. And you never know what you're going to find. We find some real gems sometimes. Sometimes we can't buy those gems because they're worth more than what we would be able to sell them for, and we want the person to be able to have a chance to realize that and explore other options. But it's been really fun seeing all the books and getting to buy them and just be around them.
And now you're leaving us.
Yes.
Where are you going?
I think I'm going to be moving back to Kansas. That's where I grew up and where my family is. So that is looking like the next stop for me.
So we're like Oz, and now you're going back to Kansas?
Right.
Well, thank you so much for talking with us here at Inside the Boulder Bookstore.
Thank you, Arsen.
If you like this video and you'd like to subscribe, if you like this video, then please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you very much.